In daily life, we face a lot of situations which make us feel a range of emotions like happiness, sadness, anger, sorrow, excitement, etc. Quite often, it's difficult for us to channelize these feelings and express ourselves well. At such times, we may end up shouting, crying, or showing unpleasant reactions, which we might regret later. I'm sure many of you must have experienced this. To deal with this problem, we need to understand ourselves and our emotions and express them well. We need to make our mind a friend and give it the space it requires to feel and express. Today, I, Heta Mashru, am going to talk about how to control our mind and channelize our feelings positively. In short, how to become a friend of our mind. Let me start with one of my own experiences. As a kid, I was very hyperactive. I was always full of energy, but I scarcely faced any situation that stimulated my mind or challenged my abilities or that pushed me beyond my limits and forced me to think out of the box. And when I did not find any outlet for all that bottled up energy, I would make mischief and create a ruckus. To deal with this issue, my mom put me in abacus classes where I was given arithmetic problems daily. This occupied my mind and gave it the required activity, and I stopped being hyperactive. Now, that's one way to control our mind through activities that demand our full attention. Just think of the mind as a child. Just like we try to distract a restless child with a game, we can try to distract a hyperactive mind through some engaging activity, like reading a book or solving math problems. Another one of my experiences presents an opposite situation. During the pandemic, when we all had to stay at home, the lack of physical activity made me lazy. I would refuse to do simple everyday tasks. I didn't even want to use my brain to solve a few math problems. Think about it. Once a math lover did not want to do math. How ironic is it? Due to this lethargy, I gained weight and my lifestyle became unhealthy. After the pandemic, I once met up with my friend at her place. There, she introduced me to the game of chess. Although I lost both the games that we played, I had found a new interest. I joined chess classes, and within a few months, I noticed changes in myself. I was no more the lazy girl, but became punctual and organized. All of my work was completed on time. Chess became my favorite game, and I started using it as a means to relieve stress, anger, and all the other emotions I had problems dealing with. From these two experiences, I learned that if I wanted to control my mind, I had to give it something to feed on, something which I enjoyed. Picking up a hobby helps with that. Try out different stuff like playing sports or creative work like art and craft and choose what works best for you. This will help you relax as well as keep your mind healthy and working. Besides keeping your mind active, I also found out that letting our mind rest goes a long ways towards improving our mental health. Now, this may seem contradictory, but let me explain. Our mind is constantly working, producing thoughts, emotions, helping us work, study, etc. And not just while we are awake, even while we are asleep, our mind wanders in 100 different directions that are beyond our control. There are no breaks. However, all of this work that our mind does might overwhelm us sometimes, which is why it is important to take a break. Every day, we must spend some time doing nothing, just neutrally observing the thoughts that pass through our mind. This will help you relax as well as keep your mind working. This will gradually slow down the activities of the brain and help you make you feel relaxed and peaceful. Along with this, it is also important to maintain a healthy lifestyle, that is eating nutritious food, exercising daily, getting about 7 to 8 hours of sleep, etc. It is also advised to take regular short breaks while working. All of this helps prevent the possibility of burnout and mental breakdown, something which we all go through at some point of time in our lives. So, just like we take care of our physical health, it is also important to take care of our mental health. To live a long and happy life, we must all become a friend of our mind and let our emotions flow positively, because at the end of the day, our mind will be our most valuable asset. Thank you.
Thank you, Heta.